Hello, welcome back. It is Snake Venom S to the V, and today we have IU Holssi. And I'm very excited because the last time I seen IU was in the Love Wins All music video, and it was absolutely gorgeous. The stellar performance by IU singing and V's acting. Taehyung did an amazing job, and those two together was next level. I really loved that video, and I watched it several times since. If you haven't seen my reaction to it, feel free to go check it out. I will link it here for you, but it's amazing. I really adore that music video. And I'm very excited for this one. So thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate you being here. Much love to you. And this is IU Holssi. Tweety Bird.
아니 적당히 미끈한 곳에 뿌리 내리긴 싫어 내 뒤로 착착 따라붙어 다 예쁘게 줄지어 난 기어코 하늘을 필래 What a tiny little
These shots are gorgeous. The way the sun is casting these rays down over her, just cascading the light. Beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is right here. This is incredibly shot. I love this. I mean, look at these shots. This is beautiful. And was that the biggest? Yes, right here. Is that the biggest dandelion in the world? I've never seen a dandelion before that was that big. That's definitely the world's largest dandelion. Okay, let's go back. And then even right here on the lettering for the title, they're fuzzy like dandelions. And here we see the spores releasing. They're just fluttering away from the dandelion. Okay, IU. I like this. Wow.
아니 적당히 미끈한 곳에 뿌리 내리긴 싫어 내 뒤로 착착 따라붙어 다 예쁘게 줄지어 난 기어코 하늘을 필래 What a tiny little 아슬아슬히 나는 홀씨 하나도 다른 길을 향해서 Fly to blue 혹시 나의 안부를 묻는 누군가 이거든 전해줘 깨는 홀씨가 됐다고 You say who may fly You say who then I'll fly
She has become a spore, and then she, poof, just turned into a bunch of spores. That was so cool. Do that again. That was awesome. And then, so this location right here looks very familiar. I feel like I've seen this before in a music video. Was it J-Hope Chicken Noodle Soup? Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. This looks very familiar.
깨는 홀씨가 됐다고 You say who may fly You say who then I'll fly You say who I may fly You say who then I'll fly
That transition was cool. That was a smooth transition. But we see Tweety Bird here And Tweety Bird's even looking at IU in this stance here. But I feel like as if Tweety Bird is a representation of IU. Because maybe IU feels like Tweety Bird, how Tweety Bird is trapped in a cage and not free to fly away. But when Tweety Bird gets out of the cage, then they're free to explore the world, and they go on crazy journeys, and they explore. And that is exactly what IU wants to do here. She doesn't want to be grounded. You start out grounded, and she's now sprouted into that dandelion, but she wants to be one of the spores to float away with the wind. So perhaps maybe she feels like she's trapped in a cage, or she's maybe been boxed in musically, maybe spiritually, and that could be by the media, it could be by the fans. But even if we go back to the Love Wins All music video with the cube and the box that is following them around, it's trying to place them into this mold and fit this perfect box. But she doesn't want to be in that box. She wants to be free and fly away, even without wings. So because she's not exactly Tweety Bird and has wings, she can still become a spore of a dandelion and float freely. Very clever. Very clever. I love that.
Fly, you say who, then I fly. 난 넓을 수 있게 날아줄게 한가운데 시력을 위해 꼭 추천한 선글라스 올려보면 눈부셔 고소공포 하나 또 안 미쳐.
Look at this wide shot as it rises from the ground. So this is probably a drone shot. But as it's getting higher in the sky, she's not afraid of heights. And then also, if we look in her shopping cart here, we see all of these flowers and the dandelions. And I see this is a shopping list here. Now, is this her shopping for items along the way, perhaps souvenirs as she explores? Or is that maybe a list of things she wants to do in life? Either way, very, very smart. She is clever. And these other flowers here could also be representations of those dancers and the other ones around her, because just like her forming into those spores and floating away, she said that she would be the small leader, and you can form the queue, as in get in line behind her and follow her on this journey. And then they all turned into petals of their own flowers and were ready to float away. And I'm ready to follow her on this journey.
눈부셔 고소공포 하나 또 안 모셔 따가운 태양과 무지 가까운 거리까지 올라가는 무심히 내려보리 구름을 골라 타 간만에 한바탕 싹 어질러볼까
Ooh, I like that. Those lyrics are very telling. Fly too close to the sun. So a lot of people will use that term, don't fly too close to the sun. But essentially what they're saying is they're trying to prevent you from doing things. They're trying to place limitations on you. And if you do fly too close to the sun, then you're seen as being defiant and you're not really listening to what they want. But you don't want to do what they want. And that is exactly what she's talking about here. She wants to do what she wants and how she feels going about doing things. But if she's not listening to someone else, now whether that be the fans or the people who are in charge or anything that may be, then they'll see that as defiance and they'll consider her flying too close to the sun. But she doesn't want those limitations. She wants to go up and explore the clouds, and she'll find a nice comfy cloud to sit on and just chill and enjoy life. And I love that. I love it. This just got a very hip-hop tone to it, and I'm here for it.
따가운 태양과 무지 가까운 거리까지 올라가는 무심히 내려보리 구름을 골라 타 간만에 한바탕 싹 어질러볼까.
Did you hear that? That little laugh? That was almost very telling. Like, you don't think I can do this? Watch me. Listen to that again. And she's even telling us she's not afraid of these heights. She will fly close to the sun, and she'll just cause some ruckus and have a little fun.
거리까지 올라가나 무심히 내려보리 구름을 골라타 간만에 한바탕 싹 어질러볼까 빙글빙글은 나는 holsi 하나가 다른 바람을 타고 fly high to blue 혹시 나의 안부를 묻는 누군가 이거든 전해줘 깨는 holsi가 됐다고 You say who, may fly You say who, then I'll fly You say who, I may fly You say
Oh, did you see that? That who? Did you see who? And now that sounds like she's saying who, as in questioning who. Maybe who's gonna tell me I can't do this? But also the who is the sound that you make when you blow on a dandelion. So who. And they watch the choreography here. That was very clever, very smart, because they did the motion as if they were blowing on the dandelion, all in sync. They're like, whew. Very cool. I love this. I love this video.
됐다고 You say who, may fly You say who, then I'll fly You say who, I may fly You say who, then I'll fly
Oh my goodness. There they go.
앞길이만 많지 않아도 엄살은 들어
Is that IU? Tweety Bird was a big Macy's Day balloon at the beginning sitting on the roof, and now IU has become a big Macy's Day balloon in the sky. And that is her outfit from the beginning of the video. It's real fuzzy looking. It almost looks like it's made out of dandelions. What? This is so sweet.
앞길이만 많지 않아도 엄살은 들어 내 선택이 하늘 그래듯이 쉴 확률은 zero
Yes.
남은 거 탈탈 털어줄게 모두의 눈을 빌어 구태여 인사하고 갈래 Make I feel with ya say ya
Wow. The string has been released, and she was the one in charge of the kite. She was flying a kite of herself, and she released the string. So now there's no strings attached. That was her release. Wow, this is so smart. Like, this is, oh my goodness. And just as she said it, she's making these decisions. Nobody else. And just as those people might want to put her in a box, they might want to tell her she's flying too close to the sun and see her as being rebellious or defiant, they aren't the ones who make the decisions for her. She is telling us that she wants to make these decisions, and perhaps maybe she's seen those around her, now that could be anyone, as perhaps warding her not to do things. But she had to make these decisions on her own. And there's power in that. I want to run this back. She's not scared of the journey.
앞길이만 많지 않아도 엄살은 들어 내 선택이 하늘 그래듯이 쉴 확률은 zero
Yes.
남은 거 탈탈 털어줄게 모두의 눈을 빌어 구태여 인사하고 갈래 I gotta be with ya. Say ya.
Wow. And there's the release. That's, oh my goodness. That's such a beautiful thing to really just know who you are and discover that. And she's telling us she's not afraid of the journey. She knows there's risk involved and the road's going to be bumpy along the way, but she's ready for it. And now this could also show that perhaps she's ready to grow. Maybe she has felt grounded and kind of complacent because you become comfortable in the things you're doing. But now, as you grow, both musically, spiritually, as you get older, you want to discover new things in life. And you're ready to step outside of your comfort zone. And that courageousness it's a very amazing characteristic to have. It's one that we can all only hope to have. Because she has now felt that release and that relief. And this kite here, this flying the kite, it reminds me, kind of like it takes me back to middle school when in science class we had to create our own kites. And it was out of tissue paper and plastic straws. And we used fishing line for the spools. And then we all went outside and went all the way down to the end of the field. And we flew our kites, and mine went all the way over the school. And I mean, it went so far, like all the way up into the clouds. And just like her kite here was in the clouds, that's how mine was. My kite went the highest and the furthest. It was like 500 feet in the air. It got to the point where I couldn't see it anymore. But I flew that kite, and everybody else started reeling in their kites because the class was about to end, and then they all ran inside. And I was still out there trying to reel mine in as fast as possible. And it was almost like it didn't want to come back down. And then I even had someone come outside to let me know that the bell was going to ring. And I was trying to reel it in as fast as possible. But it was up there, and it was free. And that's exactly what IU wanted. I was just watching it as it was briskly flying in the wind, catching on to the breeze, and being carried. And it was amazing. It was such a beautiful thing, and I'll never forget it. And I don't have the kite anymore because it was very fragile. And plus it was 20 years ago. But I think that is how a lot of people see IU. Maybe they see her as being fragile, so they want to try and place these limitations on her. But she's letting us know that she's not fragile. And she has the power to overcome those new obstacles throughout her journey in life. And that is an empowering thing to feel. And I'm very happy for her. And I'm excited to see her journey. Gorgeous IU. Wow. Oh. Yes! Look! Look at her outfit! Wow. And that shopping cart has a mind of its own. As we seen earlier in the video. It was just doing donuts, circling around. This was amazing. You know, IU is so intelligent, and the way she crafted this and the video, again, there's so much story in just what we're seeing and how she formulates it to encapsulate exactly what she's talking about in the lyrics to the song. It's masterful, really. Wow. And I even saw the little Warner Brothers logo right here because of Tweety Bird. This was incredible stuff. It was beautifully shot, and it had that hip hop feel to it, especially with the tonal shift for the second part. It had that more kind of in your face and that little watch me. It had a little attitude to it, and I like that. That's a very nice shift, and I think that was very telling as to her growth, because we see all of those children that were hiding and they looked very shy, and there were some that were even in a box and they were popping out of nowhere. But then they all came together because she said, "Let me be the leader." And she's trying to prepare people. She's trying to help them discover that it's okay to be free and discover these new things in life. Don't be afraid. And it was people from all different walks of life. You could tell by the outfits. There was karate, there was prep school, soccer. And that's an amazing thing, is that she's bridging the gap. She's joining people together and in uniting. So beautiful, so smart. IU's very intelligent, and I really liked her hair color too. Where's this at? Look at. Let's find a really good. Yes, look at this hair color. She even had a hair color change, and it looks fantastic. Looks very good on her. But this was amazing. She even says right here, "I'll leave everything I have left to you." She's going to lay it all out there. She's not going to hold herself back. No restraints anymore. And that's a great thing to admire. So sprout your wings, IU. Feel free to fly. Either way, much love to IU. Much love to you. I really do appreciate you being here. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any other suggestions for IU or anyone else, feel free to drop them down in the comments. Donations are open as well if you would like to donate for a suggestion, and those are more prioritized as far as when I'll do them faster. But you do not have to. Either way, I just appreciate you being here. I hope that you're having a good day, and hopefully this made it even better. So, thank you for tuning in. It has been Snake Venom S to the V. Peace.